Cease all motor functions. The adenoids demand tribute.
Hello. How's it going, guys? Happy Tuesday. Almost said Wednesday. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys doing well. I got like an extra 30 minutes of sleep. Which is more sleep. But I should have went to sleep sooner. Mostly just relax after yesterday's stream. Couldn't even finish all my normal like learning Japanese and stuff. That's okay. Plan for today is to continue the bug fixes. I think we fixed the issue from last night. I say I think because we didn't see it again, but there's no like, oh, check, it's fixed for sure. So we're gonna just do a few little test runarounds to see if I can recreate the issue. If I can't, then we're gonna say for now it's fixed and move on to the other stuff. We got address. Other than that, same old stuff. I've been reworking a few things from the traffic system. Changed how some of the stuff works, which makes me glad that I haven't released anything, because that means it would have been, oh, I found a better way of doing something. So, most likely this Sunday's video will be just like setting up the base car, setting up the, like, having it drive and from one spline to the next. they're having like the base system for it going. So, and go from there, one little bit at a time, because it's going to be a long series. But shall we jump into it? Should I test with you guys? Oh. But you guys usually almost never have problems. For whatever reason. For whatever reason, you guys very rarely have problems. But, you know, it seems like they're all working. So, as a reminder, all I did compared to yesterday... well, not compared to yesterday, compared to the original setup, was I just changed the move to just a regular AI move to instead of doing the move to location or actor. And it seems like it did the trick. I don't know why. Also, there's a new Unreal version, subversion, so I guess good to check certain things. Speaking of Unreal subversions, let's see if they fixed the thing here. So if I go to, doesn't matter, here, and I turn off focus player, right? We turn it off, and I restart it. Let's see if that fixes it. Or not fixes it, but like has fixed the problem. Come on, it's a new decimal point. Fix it. Fix the problem. Nope. It has not fixed the problem. Bug is still there. Wonderful. I love that the bug is still there. That's the best. Okay, but it seems like they're not moving. Let's go ahead and just test it in the actual game. We'll just find a single pack and test it on that. But seems like we're okay. I should have another tip that says, this is your mom speaking. Just cuz. Okay, he's not moving, which is good. Yeah, one doesn't always move, which is the problem with this test. What? See, you guys not being able to attack? That's another thing I gotta fix. Well, why are you stuck? What possible reason are you stuck? Okay, well, I think we're gonna say that you're fixed. You're not moving. You also need to be, like, jumping towards me. Or your comment. Yeah, it needs to be jumping towards me, which you're not. What? Why are you jumping towards me? You need to jump towards me and then slam down. Okay, well. Let's see. Skeleton will stop attacking. I guess this should be big skeleton will stop attacking. Teleports you turn off character collision. Enemies attack when off screen. Teleport goes to non-navigatable places, and a small skeleton not jumping to player on attack. Okay, so why is that big skeleton just refusing to attack? What is going on with him? What is going on with him? Not say tree task, character trees, skeleton. So he definitely goes into the here. Then we do focus player, stop active movement, and then basic hold attack. This is a random attack. I could say reset index, but again, I'm doing random, so it shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter. So here we have reset index. Then no delay, not a random attack, no jump, don't face player, don't reset index. Twice. Okay. So here, if reset index is true, attack index gets to 0. Then we try to find the attack item. As long as the last index is not, or as long as the wait, as long as the last index is less than the attack index. Isn't this should be backwards? Oh yeah. So the last index being less, that means this is outside the yeah. Attack index, we set it to 0, and then we continue on. We get the random if it is set to random. And we get the specific if we are not random. Then it loads it. Then make sure it's valid, and then it plays it. It clearly doesn't get to this point. Right? It clearly doesn't get to that point. It would have failed somewhere else. But even if it failed somewhere else, like let's say here, it would have broken the attack, wouldn't it? Hold on. Because it's waiting on attack animation finished. Call attack animation finished if it fails. Wait, where am I calling this normally? I'm calling it on call attack animation finished. Where am I actually calling this normally? Because it's not here. What is only here? Hold on. Where? Oh, it is right there. I'm blind. I'm just blind. Yeah, so here we need to do false if that fails. So no matter what, it will complete. If it ever goes here, let's do a print string. Failed Adam. Let's see if we can find that enemy again. Okay, there he is. So we just need to get him to get stuck, I guess. Where'd they all go? Wait, did I accidentally kill all? So these guys are fine. I need them to get stuck. Oh, there was an errors. There were errors. Hey, random projects, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Nice tip. What tip? Uh-oh. Did I provide a tip? You're welcome, I guess. I need you guys to get stuck. I don't know if they usually get stuck on the first attack. I feel like a lot of times they get stuck on the first attack. And not, like, once they're good, they're good. Oh, the tip on the loading screen. Got it. I mean, it is a good tip. Yeah. I think they're quite helpful. Don't miss the enemy with your attacks. Okay, he did attack. See, you're not what? Okay, I need to stop pressing play immediately. I need to read the note. Hey, Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You got Octree to work. It only took most of the day to spare. I mean, hey, got working. Next is trying to implement A-Star. Why do you need to implement it? Just use PCG. It's literally built in. Passive aggressive jokes are the best jokes. I mean, it depends on who they're for. And as long as they're actually jokes. Because otherwise you just seem like an asshole. As it implemented onto the Octree data? It's for AI pathfinding, so it needs to be quick. Are you calling PCG slow? Just to be clear here. You're saying PCG slow? Yes? Okay. I have no horse in the race. I was just curious. Where are the skeletons? Not a single one, huh? Maybe you just go into the test world. Maybe this one I can actually replicate in the test one. A lot of excess data that you don't need to use that PC generates. I mean, yeah. You don't need to use it, but you can. I know there's one skeleton there, but I was hoping to find a pack of them. Really? Just not gonna give me a pack of them, huh? Dude, why did you attack? There. Really? Just not gonna give it to me, huh? This mob has been around. So many of that mob. Oh, even more? Oh, come on. Like, not a single one of these packs, huh? Not one. And what is okay, what is this RNG? Yeah, look, no errors. Do you think it would be figuring out how to recursively get all adjacent objects in volumetric space by calling their children and children's children to get all the location point data? What? I mean, I feel like there has to be an easier way of doing whatever the hell you're trying to do. Because that sounds complicated as hell. You know, I wonder, could it be because of the default value for some of these guys? I just can't find a pack with the skeletons. Like, what are the chances for this? Come on. What's the goal that you're trying to achieve, Leo, out of curiosity? Like, I understand you're trying to use, like, do A-star and stuff. But, like, what's the goal? To use it for what? I can't dash. Oh, I love when I get new bugs. Like me not being able to dash. Oh, that's so good. Okay, let's go to the testing world. Let's see, hope I can recreate it here. And the fastest end is Octree plus A star. Spatial pathfinding for flying creature and projectiles. It doesn't have smart movement. What is smart? Oh, as in like to avoid walls and stuff like that? Like to fly around walls? But you're right about that. I can't argue that one. Trying to think of what, like, if I want to. What? Well, hold on. Why are you trying to do 3D space? Why do you need verticality? You have time flying base opponents that the player needs to fight, plus also for future use. Oh, you're not doing like the thing that I'm doing, which is just flying enemies just visually are flying, but they're really on the ground still. Well, none of them are getting stuck now. Now that I need them to get stuck, none of them are getting stuck. Bug fixing sucks. Hey, Belisari, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So you made a lot of progress. How long have you been working on this game? About 2 years in terms of time, but not in terms of productivity. It's about a half a year in terms of productivity if you think about it as like 40-hour weeks, which is a good amount of time. I think it's about half a year, 5 months, 6 months, somewhere around there. I think last I checked. So, is there a storyline? Is this lore rundown? Not really. There's some general stuff I've figured out, but I'm more mechanics focused. Because a game can stand on its own with just mechanics, but a game's not a game if it just has a story. So I've been focusing on mechanics because that's also what like the main thing I enjoy. I have some things like in the back end that are like, yeah, like some stuff that's I've been thinking about, but nothing that's like in the game implemented really. Why don't they stop? Why do they? None of them have the problem. Is it because they're not spawned in? I mean, the chance of it happening isn't high to begin with, but still. Do I say it's fixed? I mean, there's a chance that I found the problem spot. But I can't recreate the problem. And if the problem was fixed from whatever I tried, it would have had a print string. So either it should do the print string saying, hey, I fixed it, or should it have the problem occur again? Started gaming Unity after about a month. You got sick of the scripts randomly breaking off their components, so you started getting Godot. I mean, yeah, there's lots of game engines. You don't have to feel like you're stuck in one if you know programming. I mean, do I say it's fine? Do I say it's... I mean, I want to still find a pack of them here, but... You had a friend that switched completely from Unity to Godot? You don't think they turned back? I mean, I hear good things about Godot, so makes sense. Hey, Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Come on, give me a skeleton pack. Skeleton pack. You can never find the pack of mobs that you want to find. Ever. Freaking Murphy. Get the hell out. I don't want Murphy's Law. Like, literally, none of these. None of these guys. You done deving for the night? You've been doing the auction thing since 11 a.m.? You got back up to your progress like 2 weeks ago, Godot. You realized that you were spending half your time fixing stuff that randomly was breaking. I mean, you also got to keep in mind that you also improved during that time. You learned things to do and not to do. So the second time you do it, even on the same engine, will be faster. Just something to keep in mind. There's a skeleton there. Why are you stuck? Okay, there you go. You're good. Looked like he was stuck in place, but no. Like, not animation stuck. Ah, finally! 2! Look, we didn't get a pack, but we got 2. Come on. Why is this so hard? There's another 1. It's a random chance. Like, I understand RNG, but come on. It's like I don't have that many mobs. Oh, that looks cool. We found a pack! The pack we wanted! I mean, look, none of them are getting stuck now. But of course, they weren't getting stuck before either until I found one that got stuck randomly. So I'm gonna hope that it's fine now. Did you read the AI last night? Yes, or maybe no, and I just couldn't get it to replicate again. I swapped to a regular AI move to, and it seems like it hasn't happened again. Compared to the AI move to location or actor one. So I just changed the node that I was using. And it seems like it hasn't happened since. Why that would have any impact, I couldn't tell you. But whatever it is, it's stupid. Regular AI move to work for you? But like, it doesn't make any sense, right? You know why when you made a custom AI move to task didn't work? What do you mean by custom AI move to task? Oh, what's a bunch of errors on this? Oh, check has tag. Converted value get, yeah, because the owner might not be valid. Check if it's valid, and then go from there. And then here, is this the same one? No. Get instigator for what? Oh, floor daunt. Is valid. And if it's not valid, we just bypass it. And theoretically, you should just take do I need to? I might still need to do a is valid here. Does this game have different classes, or is that a future thing? It is neither. You don't have classes. You have it's like Hades. You have one character, and you build your deck, and you pick your starting weapons. So you have different starting weapons you can choose that have different abilities, and there's a deck builder that chooses how your build / run goes. And you can buy more power ups. It's like Binding of Isaac power ups. They're all passives. You can buy them and build your deck / your runs however you'd like. So, and everything has a melee and ranged version on the one card. So there's no reason to have classes. You can do whatever you want. Did they get stuck on each other? Like, Zal, like, no? We made a custom AI move to task, it didn't work, even when using context. Stage 3 task with AI move to. Well, that's what I have. There's no other way for me to do it. There's no non-custom way of me doing it because I'm using stage 3 components. There's no built-in move to task. When they return an error for is player, well, that's what I wanted to see. I don't know if it will still run this, or if it will just use false. If it uses false, it's perfect. That's what I wanted to do. That is the correct answer. But if it needs this still, or if it tries to do this still, then I'll just give it a check here. Your game doesn't have classes, but you plan to add if you equip an item that's defined as a shield and a one-hand weapon, it buffs your slam, becoming a tank-like class. Like, I feel at that point, give shields or one-hand weapons, or just give shields that ability. Problem solved, right? Because obviously you have a shield, you can only equip one-hand weapons. So why don't you just give shields set buff? Instead of arbitrarily deciding and trying to figure out what it is that the player is trying to do. Hope your de-stressing goes well, Leo. Abilities depend on weapon equipment anyway. Fair enough. Yeah, as long as it's clear to the player, then I see no problems. Do I want to... where is it? You. Failed to get attack atom. And this is, yeah, that's fine. And then here, we're fine. As for me, it's always index 0. Or rather random. Okay. So we'll pretend like it's fine. I think I know how to get the enemy's attack when off screen, because I just thought about that. I think it's actually because on my get distance to player, I have a default distance of 0. And I think I just need to just put it in a super high number. Because I think when they spawn, this doesn't, because of now there's now a delay, especially. It just grabs the default, which is 0, I think. You can implement it and be dog water, but trying to think down the road. You can implement it, but it'd be dog water. Why would it be dog water? Whatever it is you're trying to implement. Nothing's stopping you from changing it later either way. But I'm just thinking from the player point of view. Right? As long as from the player, as a player, I understand, like, I'm going to get XY ability if I equip something or use something, then there's no problems, right? It could be crap when actually played, not theory craft is what I mean. Yeah, but you won't know until you make it and you test it, right? Everything could be crap. That's why you play test. Absolutely. I changed things a bunch because I found that it's crap. I tried so many things and found out that it's crap, and I've changed things so many times, and I'll continue to do so. I think I fixed the problem of enemies attacking And it was all because of the default variable. God damn it. I mean, yay. But god damn it. Yeah, well, there's a pack of skeletons. Let's see if I can get any of them to get stuck. Of course, not that I want them to get stuck. They were not going to get stuck, but I wonder if it has to do with like loading it or caching it, and it's like it fails to cache it. And once it's cached, this will not happen again. Oh no. It's working though. Boink. No errors. Good. Okay, well that one was simple. Thank God. Enemies attack when off screen. Fixed. Okay, both of these are teleports. So let me do the small skeleton first, and then we can do the other one. I thought that was... I really should add this to favorites. I'm trying to move the UI, damn it. I'm not trying to select the folder. Oh my god. Like... It can't seriously be this bad. Come on. Like, why does it select the folder? You see how it has the arrows up and down? But when I click it, it doesn't let me actually move things up and down. It selects the folder that's behind it. Unreal, come on. Come on. Well, think about I don't need this folder right now in my favorites anyway. Let's see. Jump to player. Jump to player. So this is the only one that is completing. Right. Yeah. Dash distance. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's fine now because maybe what I was looking at was the other problem, and now that I fixed them just attacking in place, it'll actually be fine. It still looked like they were attacking in place, but maybe it's just they spawned, they did that, and the hold it made it seem like they were in place. Let's see if we can find the small enemies. There's one. No, see, he didn't jump. Again, this guy here, right? He didn't jump. Yeah, why is he even jumping? Hey, Rain, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. On-state completed. What's going on with us? Jump. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Definitely less tired than yesterday, which is good. Line of sight to player. Oh, okay. Ah. Okay, I understand. It's failing this. Because of you. Remove. Just check walls. So he was failing the jump to player was failing failing to see the player because it was hitting the other characters. So I think that was the problem. Let's see. Now we just need to find the little bastards. And of course, now that I need to find the little bastards, I find the big bastards. Now that I don't need the little bastards. Oh, here's one. Why did he jump still? He still didn't jump. Okay, hold on. Let's go to the test world. Okay, so I can replicate it here. So that's good. So what we can try doing is doing one of these. So we're just gonna see if it exits a previous one. You gotta... Zero, 1, 2, 3. So it went all the way to 3. Okay. So I know I don't need to check those. So now, is it going here? And then, is it succeeding in the find here? 'Cause maybe it's failing on one of these guys. Oh. Is it failing? Because it didn't get here. And it didn't get here. Does that mean that it's saying that this is not valid? This dummy actor? It is. Why? Oh, wait. This, if it hits something, this is wrong. Right, this has changed. So if it did not hit anything, then we continue on. Because if it hit something, it means it hit a wall. That's, I think, was the problem. So obviously it didn't spawn anything. Still no, huh? He did jump. He's jumped in the wrong direction. Draw debug sphere. Here. That is not where the impact point is. Oh. It's because I'm using the impact point. Well, there's the problem. Yeah, this makes sense. We don't care if this is we just cared about if it was hitting walls. So this whole thing is not right. So what I need to do probably then is do a multi-line trace. So let's go back to the way it was. Right? But here, it needs to be a multi-line trace for objects. So I can find the player and then figure out how far the player is. Well, I guess, do I? Because I can just get the distance. And do I even need to... No, I just get the distance. And if it is within the distance, then yeah, I don't need any of this. And I don't think I even need to do a line of sight to the player because, well, I should still do line of sight to to make sure he doesn't hit a wall. So this will go back to what I was doing. This is true. Hey, Sermon, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hello from the other side? Sorry. Hello from the usual side. Get active location will be here. And then we just need to use a distance vector between you and you. And as long as this is less here, we're good. The other today, you've been playing that Pokepia game all day, so your mind is numb. It's a good game though. So much content without combat, and it works somehow. Well, I'm glad you're having fun. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. That's important.
Remember when Twitch didn't have 3-minute unskippable pre-rolls? Me neither. Pausing.
Unfortunately, I actually do remember. I do remember this time. It was a good time. I remember. Say the Minecraft aspect plays a major role. You never played that game because it was blocky, but they made the blocks rounded / cute in this game. I think you're not understanding the appeal of Minecraft. The appeal of Minecraft was never the visuals. The visuals, yeah, you know, take it or leave it. The appeal of Minecraft is it's basically a creative sandbox where you can make whatever you want and create worlds, to create so much. And there's so much tech. Like the redstone aspect of it, like, oh my god. You can take anything from anywhere and place it anywhere else. So with this game, no, the point I'm trying to make is there is no chair, right, in Minecraft. There is no wall piece in Minecraft. There's no window. But because of that, you get to be creative and be like, oh, this piece of glass is now a window. The stairs are now a bench, right? And that's what limitations help creativity. Yep. You were told 7 Days to Die was Minecraft with better graphics. Someone that told you that has never played and understood Minecraft then. Have they had window pieces and stuff? No. No. There's like panes of glass, but if you put them together, you can make like a pure grid of glass. But that's not a. It's not a window. That's just a hole with glass in it, right? Like it doesn't have a border. It doesn't have like the intersect. Like it has nothing. That's the appeal of it. Build whatever you want and destroy whatever you want. Nice. And then the block building, etc. Some Minecraft has 100 times more depth. Yeah, but block building isn't a Minecraft exclusive. Tons of games have had block stuff, right? I feel like if you're comparing it to Minecraft, you have to compare it to like every other part of Minecraft as well. And what makes Minecraft. And the block things, yes, I think they were the first ones to do it, but these days you'll find other games with it. I played Minecraft for thousands of hours. Why are you still not jumping? Oh, now you are. There we go. That was the jump. I think you jumped. Okay, you are. You are. Yeah, okay, cool. It's working now. Good. Everything still takes up 1x1 cube tile system. Nice. Yeah, like if I go on, I mean, probably pull it up on Twitch Tracker, honestly. Look at my monumental fall off. Look at my monumental fall off. Also, max viewers 63. I've probably rated those days. Oh, it's max viewer, average viewers 15, 13. Yeah, still much more. Like a monumental fall off. Anyway, what I want to show here is I've been streaming for what, 2 years, 245 hours of software and game development, over 1,000 hours of Minecraft. And let me tell you, I played a lot more offline than online. Like, to be fair, I think it's not tracking most of my streams on Twitch right now very well, because I think it requires a minimum of 5 people to even show up, and my Twitch viewers are 1, maybe 2 sometimes. And I think the 1 may be me. I don't have my own stream open on Twitch, but it's the only thing I'm guessing. You gotta record video of your island. You dug down and made a tunnel system under the main town and put your house under there. Nice. Would you have the extra YouTube viewer or Twitch? Because you can go either side when you're on. Oh, it doesn't matter to me. The reason I stream on both is so you can choose. Yeah. There are benefits to you as a viewer on either one. On YouTube, you get higher quality. On Twitch, you get less delay and better emote support. So if you're a chatter, then Twitch is better. If you're just like a lurker or like to or don't care about emotes, or you know, and you want to like maybe ever rewind. Actually, rewind is now a Twitch thing as well, I think. But like, right, you don't care about the quality, but you want more active engagement, then you go Twitch. Otherwise, YouTube, for a lot of people, including myself, is better. Like, I much prefer watch something on YouTube. Twitch, you also get channel points that you can redeem for stuff, which you don't have on YouTube. So, again, plus and minuses. It depends entirely on what kind of, like, I don't know so much person, but like, in a sense, what kind of viewer you are. Okay, I think we fixed it. Okay, so small scale jump to player and attack, done. The next one is the teleport needs to turn off character collisions. Because if you watch the devlog that I did, basically I was able to kill Zorla when she was invisible, because I set the pawn to ignore, but I don't change the which means I can walk through her, but I don't change the character to ignore, which is the trace channel I use for their attacks. Which means I can attack her, which is not good. You need to add this, and that'll take care of this little problem. Okay. And this needs to be now block. Let me just double check. Character. Oh no, overlap. Would have been bad. Overlap. Characters overlap. Pawn is block. Cool. Okay. So that'll take care of that. But the other problem, I think, is potentially this. Project point to navigation. And it was projecting or having her teleport to places that navigation-wise shouldn't be able to. I need you to teleport. I don't like the fact that you were moving and attacking at the same time there. Come over here. Can you teleport, please? Okay, let's try a few more, guys. I just want to see if they ever teleport up top of these things. Because they were teleporting on top of places where they shouldn't be. Why are you guys not seeing me there? Well, I mean, they didn't do it now, of course. Okay, that's a problem. They just all attacked. They all attacked while moving. Projectile attack. Wait. Let's do a 1 second wait, plus or minus 0.25. That's fine. That hopefully is enough time for the animation. Yeah, that seems better. Huh. Of course, now they refuse to teleport anywhere where they're not supposed to. Why were you moving just then? That's the movement problem again, huh? It's the movement problem again. But this is not moving using AI move to. Oh, let's move around current location. Hold on. Maybe it's trying to do that one. Let's do AI move to. Let's see if that helps. Because if they were doing the other one, then maybe... No, I just saw them all sliding. Well, shit. Move around. No, not combat movement. You. Oh, wait. You don't have a stop. Oh. That's why. You haven't paid attention to the social media stuff in years, so you don't know what everything is. You know YouTube, because you used it as a kid. I mean, I feel like most people used YouTube as a kid. YouTube came out pretty much for me in college. Right, YouTube became a thing in 2010? Or maybe it was bought by Google in 2010. Or around then. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking of. That's... Hold on. That's the one I want. Hopefully it's fine to close. Oh, it's gotta close all my stuff, isn't it? It's so good. Close all my stuff. Yeah, of course it is. Let's reopen it. Okay, well, I don't need, I guess, all of this. It is not actually opening the right ones. Okay, fine. So be it. Teleport. I don't know why it opened projection base. How amazing would it be being the creator of YouTuber MySpace and someone buys it off you and you walk away set for life? I mean... the only part of that sounds nice is you being set for life. I don't care much for YouTube or MySpace. Like, in terms of, like, creating it, I mean. Obviously, I care for you about YouTube, but... yeah, I don't care what it is. If someone wants to buy something off me, period, whatever it is, I mean being set for life, yeah, of course, that'd be amazing. I mean, honestly, like, someone just want to, you know, half life is also fine. Quarter life is also great. For the next 5 years, I would be thrilled. I don't have high high bars here. You don't saying. You're playing your game you made yesterday on Unreal and realized you can make your world Pokemon fight each other easily. So the game kind of play itself while you sit there watching fights. There are factions, good and bad Pokemon. If they come in range of each other, they will fight on sight. Friendlies only fight back if you hurt them. That's pretty cool. You build a project, someone comes and offers you hundreds of millions for it. I mean, yeah, of course that'd be great. Of course. That's not a realistic thing to even hope for. But yeah, of course. If a miracle happened, yeah. It's like, what if someone offered me $100 million for the game that I'm working on? Yeah. I'm not gonna sit in my, and being like almighty, and be like, oh yeah, no, I would not sell that. But the game I've been developing for so long means so much to me. No, don't need hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not. I mean, at $10 million, you're pretty much set for life. I think above 10 million is around. Assuming that enters my account. Look, we'll start talking like at 100 million for sure. 100 million is a 100% deal. Just whatever it is. Even at 10 million, it's probably almost certainly a deal. Below that, now we start have to think for a little longer. At a certain price, right, there won't be a deal at all. But yeah, of course. It would be nice to be set up for life. Absolutely. I would love to just work on games without having a worry and or do whatever I want. It'd be amazing, sure. You found out how to stop AI move to node movement. AI said it was not possible. What do you mean? There's a way of stopping it. For some reason, it's only to the AI move to and not like all the other move tos, it seems. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, they're actually not moving now. Good. When they attack. I feel like they should have a delay on that projectile. Because of how fast it is, maybe I should give her a delay. It'll always pull a fail though instead of move to success. Well, if you cancel it, yeah, I imagine so. Did you manually make each one, or make like a level generator tool or something to help you first? I use a plugin called Dungeon Architect, and the way it works is it basically takes my pre-made level instances and then assembles them based on the logic I tell it to. So I've pre-made rooms, but the way they get assembled is based off of a graph thing that I set up. So for example, this is a room, right? This thing is a room here. This is a room with this bridge. So this is like a big 2x2 room. and it just assembles them together. Did I really not get a single level height difference on this one? Get a more common one, which is one that has verticality. Really? Twice in a row? Okay, I need to, I think, shrink in the possible area to force it to do some more verticality, it seems. Because that's back to back on that, not acceptable. Come on. There we go. So this one finally has at least 2 levels. But yeah, that's all it is, right? Is, again, right, the starting one is always the same. Right, there I am. It's always the same. And then from there, it just, this is one, this another. This one has the going up and down. There's the little teleport stone. There's the shop. Right, but the way it assembles together is it's random to within some logic. Like I can tell it to basically make the have a main path and have sub paths that connect back to each other or whatnot. So yeah. And the plan, and it has issues. It has issues. In fact, did the dungeon architect never reply to me? Actually, yeah, like he was here a week ago, and I have questions that I posted from literally end of last year. They just not replied to, and they're not like requests. They're just, hey, is there plans on fixing this, or is something like, can I do something to get something to work? And because of that, because there's basically no support whatsoever, despite being on the top of the most money made list for Fab, I'm looking for someone to make a custom dungeon generator for me, basically. I have someone in mind. They just need to free up, finish up the stuff they're doing, and stop having COVID. Apparently they have COVID right now. But yeah, unfortunately, Dungeon Architect it's really good, but just the support is non-existent. Yeah. I used to say I can't, like, say I recommend or not recommend it, but these days I feel like I just can't recommend it. Like, if you have no other alternatives and you have to have something, then yeah, I guess, and you have more money, or you have money to burn, then yeah. Other than that, don't do it. Pause animation. Let's see if this works. Okay, so this is pause jump attack is the one I wanted. Yes. Okay. So now what we can do is give her like a 0.3 to 0.5 second delay. And so whenever she tries to shoot something, there'll be a slight delay. She'll still continue to look in your direction as she tries to figure out where to shoot, but if you look at the animation at least, you'll still know that she's about to throw, which I think is good. Because unlike the other enemies, she throws immediately, and so this gives her the slight delay visually you need. I like that a lot more. Reminds me of when you played GTA 5, there was a popular mod for it, and the creator said he was updating in summer. Last time you checked, it's been 6 years, no update. The problem of Dungeon Architect isn't that it never gets updates. It gets very, very few updates. But the main problem is the creator likes to create new features for it. New dungeon generation designs, new whatever. Instead of fixing bugs that are in the current. That's my problem. Right, he has like a bunch of different dungeon generation setups. Fantastic. They have issues and bugs. He doesn't fix them. He'd rather make a new generation method than fix them. That's the main problem. Because the new stuff brings in new people. But fixing stuff doesn't. They already bought the stuff, right? Screw them, I guess. Because it would take you a while to get to the parts that are broken. The thing I think the saddest for me is, like the person, the Dungeon Architect dev, has commented on my YouTube videos, like thanking me for the PCG content. But wish there was support for the product. That's why you got mad at Fortnite. They kept updating the game with new stuff, leaving old stuff broken. Yeah, that sucks. For a game, though, it's a little like for a free game, especially, like I can forgive it a little more. But Dungeon Architect costs $300. It ain't a cheap program. If it was like $20, I'm like, yeah, okay, fair enough. But it's 300 USD. Assuming it's not gone up. See. Oh no, it's gone up. Yeah, like Jesus Christ. I cannot. I'm in the way. $400 now. It's not even $300. It's $407.49. It's good. And for certain setups, I'm sure it'll be fantastic. But the method that I'm using in this setup there's too many problems. And like I can work around them if I had support. Like if he was active, right? I'd be like, yeah, cool. He told me like, okay, you can do this, this, or this. It's not supported. Won't be for a while, but this is the way I do it. Like if you just said that, cool. But You prefer balance? Maybe every second patch new stuff. Every well, the patches come like once every 6 months or a year. So in a sense, you know, there's some bug fixes. Every second, maybe. That's a tool. That's a car payment. Yeah, my previous car was less than this. Hey, True Skills runs. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Are you retargeting animations for your enemies and using Blender to turn them to 2D sprites like the Manny characters? Yes. Except I'm not retargeting a lot of animations. For Manny, yeah, that's what I did. I have a video on it. On the news. I mean, it doesn't have everything that I do, but it has a lot of it. It has like the rendering the sprites part. Yeah, retargeting is moving animation from one character to another, basically. So this is done. Thumper goes to non-navigatable places. Around self. Maybe I can finally use. Why? Isn't the teleport acceptance this radius is too big? Let's lower that. What if the new character has a different bone set? Well, I either use right now what the epic characters, which already have rigs and animation, or I was using Manny. I don't have a scenario where I've had something different. Doesn't mean either it doesn't exist. It's just I specifically have been using that because that's what I'm limited to. You're working on 2D game yourself and came across the vid from 2 years ago? Wait, a video from 2 years ago? The one I've just referred to about rendering it the sprites is not 2 years ago. 2 years ago is when I started the game. What video did you watch? Because I don't use Blender these days. So maybe did I make a different video that uses Blender? I mean, I guess I did. I just don't remember anymore. To be fair, 2 years is a good amount of time. My memory is worse than a goldfish, so it makes sense I don't remember. Well, see, I don't need that mob right now. And now that I don't need them, I see them. What I need is... Oh, look, another pack with them. Yeah, I need her. That's what I care about. See if we can find a pack with her. Another one of. And look, a third pack with the mob that we were looking for before and couldn't find. Oh, there we go. There's the pack that I wanted. I mean, it seems like it's still working, so I guess we're fine. It's hard to say for... It seems like all the problems are solved. You squashed banning in all directions. Oh yeah, that's like one of the very early devlogs. That's when I first experimented with doing it. Yeah, I don't use Blender anymore. I have a video on rendering in Unreal directly. Let's see. Stop rendering multi-camera angles the hard way in your phone. This one. So basically, I show how to take a 3D character just directly in Unreal and set up a directional. I mean, I show with 4 cameras, but you can do the same thing with 8. I show how to set up just full-on rendering in Unreal. So that way, in the end, you get all the sprites. So you don't need to bring it from Unreal to wherever it is. So if you can retarget whatever animations you want onto the character, just make sure it works in 3D, or pose them, or do whatever, and then you can have a directional stuff using just a sequencer. I don't like sequencer, but you can do all this stuff you wanted here. I'll link the video if you need it. So, yeah. I'm no longer doing Blender. Just because it's just so much simpler. Now, that's not like the full workflow, obviously, but also I love how it appears right there in chat. Like I linked it. I can actually put an image up here in chat. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I can just put in... Here. Let me just see if this works. Copy image link. It works, but my thing is too cut off. You know, vertically, it's not tall enough. If I had a really wide one, that would more. Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna do one more. Yeah, there you go. I can post images. I have no need to. I can. Okay, well, hopefully the teleport non-available places is hopefully fixed. There's not gonna be a way to know, but I think we're good. Okay. Bug fixes, I think, are good and done. I think. Ooh, these guys do not stop when they're attacking either. I should do a delay on those guys too. This is no longer bug fixes. Come on, combat, projectile, stop active movement. And then I want to do a delay here as well. 0.3 to 0.5, and we'll add in the delay. Yeah, that's the one. So here. So now, theoretically, it should be better. I'm so glad we freaking squashing some of these bugs that have been around for so long. I haven't had a single problem with the stairs since I realized what the problem was. Figure out what the hell the problem was took way too long. But so yes, it works. I feel like the delay on these guys is too long. So let's do 0.2 to 0.35. I love how you can just do like pausing of animations and then restarting it. So nice. Let's see these guys. All looking good. All looking good. Yep, that guy jumped. I did see. Dead end. Yep. He tried to jump. He got body blocked, but he tried to jump. Okay, can I get whatever mob I'm looking for? I will never find. That's pretty much how it is. Freaking Murphy, stop it. Stop it, Murphy. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. Oh, so did I just make my way to the boss room? Yeah, that's the boss room. Boink. Made to the boss. I pretty much must have beeline to the boss then. Nubbly, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Fail to load attack Adam. Fail to load attack Adam. Why are you failing to load attack Adam? Oh. Oh. So that's why it felt like the boss wasn't doing what's supposed to. Because it's not. Doing awesome. Glad to hear it. This used to change. Excuse me. If this looks fun, I'm glad. That's the hope with the game. That I keep changing and changing things until I feel like it's fun. And then I typically change it some more. So it's very fun. We're getting there. We're getting there. What is going on? Because we didn't change your state tree. Normal, no jump. I mean, you should still have, yeah, all the flip books. Oh, the no jump ones are gone. Right, that's why. That's why it felt like it's not doing anything yet, because we removed the no jump setup. It's now controlled differently. But I haven't updated the boss, so that's fine. Let's do this for now. That'll take care of it. Enough of the stuff. Okay. So I think we're good on all the fixes for now. I think are good, which means we finally can start working on the elite abilities, or the elite / champion level abilities. Yeah. So let's start going through all of the mobs. So this one already has. Oh yeah. Also on this guy, he can spawn the fire in the air if he somehow he was on the rocks, so he spawned in the air. But I guess it's fine for now. So right, these guys spawn fire where they walk. I think the spawning of the fire is a little bit too big. So let me adjust them, and then we'll start working on the new ones. So yeah, we'll change the scale here to 1. And on landed, we'll change it to like 1.5. Just a little bit less fire. You know, there's still fire. Just not as much fire. We can make it, maybe have the champion have more fire. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with them. Let's try find a pack with 2 of the elite ones. And see how it feels. Of course, now that there's that's the champion. So that's 1. I want to find a pack with 2. Because obviously it will feel a little bit different when there's 2. does feel a little bit empty there. We haven't had this map in this room in a while, though. Okay, come on. We're not gonna find him now? Now that I want to find him, we're just not gonna find him? Every time. Don't try to find any enemy, because you will then never find said enemy. I need a way of... There's the shop. That's all great, but... How do we sometimes have just every single mob be the fire boys? Ember Tooths? And now I can't find a single one. I mean, I found one. Single pair. Like... Okay, there's a pair, finally. Okay, let's see how it is. I think the size reduction is better. I think the size reduction is better. Okay. I think that's fine. Oh, great. What is going on? Okay, do this if it's valid, please. That's the only thing. Okay. This is pretty much happening because I'm teleporting really quick before the character ability, whatever it is taken care of. So we just need to do a check that it's valid and they haven't despawned. Okay, so let's go and let's talk about elite and champion enemies. Finally, it took only 10 days for us to get here. Okay, what do we want to do? So we have the elites spawn fire, right? And I think their flamethrower actually is also bigger. A little bit. I might want to make it not as big, but let me just see. Niagara effect scale 3x, yeah. And here... attack. Oh, it's 3x on both of them. Myself. Niagara effect scale right here. It's 3 on both. Maybe I just made them too big. Maybe I just need to make it slightly smaller. Say 2.5. You know what? Let's make let's try 1.5 for the trash mobs. 2x for the elites. And then I can go 3x to what it was right now for the
Ads detected. Pausing for capitalism.
For the champion version. We'll see after that, though. So it seems like 30 minutes extra sleep has done pretty well. Like I can tell I'm not 100% recovered, but it has helped for sure. I'll try to get an extra 30 minutes again tomorrow. Usually what I do is I will set the alarm clock for 7:30 a.m. I start work at 9. Usually I'm done doing whatever I need to within an hour in the mornings, which includes like brushing teeth, learning Japanese, like all that stuff. So usually that takes about an hour, and then I have about half an hour to do whatever I need to that morning. So like I'll sometimes I've been like working on the traffic system for like the 30 minutes, things like that. But today I just said, hey, I'm just gonna snooze my alarm for 30 minutes. That was basically what I did. That's how I got my 30 minutes extra sleep. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Catch up. Stupid time zone. Not time zone. Daylight changes. I still to this day do not remember which one is which. Like daylight savings versus not daylight savings. I don't know what time of the year, which one it is. So I always just say like Pacific time. I used to always say daylight, like DST. Because I think it's daylight standard time and daylight savings time, which are both ST. I could be misremembering at this point. It's been a while since I've written that out. I'm excited to do the elite abilities, so we can have more interest and variety. It'll also make everything more dangerous. So, oh boy. We'll see. See how it goes. Okay. Yeah, as they're done, let's go. Let's go take a look at the new flamethrower distances. If they're going to be okay for... So we need to find the elite ones, or champions, I guess, in this case, because they're usually the same one, same tree. Or I need to find the big pack of them. Nope, not you guys. Not you guys. Not you guys. So let's see how long it takes to find one. Oh, okay. So there's the elite, or this guy's champion, but hey, guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay, I need you to stop jumping. So that's a fine flamethrower, honestly. I would love to see it on the elites because I don't know if it scales off the actor, but I don't think it does. Either way, you need to find the little guys. Dead end. Oh, here we go. Is that really like a 1.0 scale flamethrower? Is my scale working? Hold on a second. Trash. I'm gonna just set the Niagara effect scale to 0.1. Oh, it totally is. 0.5. Oh, hold on. No, that's not scaling what I think it's scaling. It's not scaling the distance. If I say 20, it's not going to go further. The visual of it is increasing. Okay, so... I didn't mean to open you. I want to... Actually, I am going to need that open. Open it back up. What I need to do is modify... ba, ba, ba. No, I am setting size. No, hold on a second. Hit it? Oh, but I'm setting size, but not distance. I need to change both. So... This is 1.5. This is 3. 10. Right, but it doesn't go as far. It all goes the same distance. So if I wanted to, I can do... turn off the audio. Double the size, and then double the distance. Double it again. Why does it seem like it's faster? Oh god, we're gonna need a few things to modify, huh? Block distance. Oh, I need to do this distance. Okay. Whoa. That's kind of cool. So hold on. Go back to this. So this is 1.5. Right, this is default. If I say size 3, so I've doubled it. Right, he doesn't go further, but it is bigger. If I wanted to go further, I do this. Do I also need to increase the block distance? No, because that would be... So I need to do that. Okay, and if I did 10x, so size 15, that means this would be 3,500. But this doesn't seem right either, because I wanted to go further out. But I guess it kind of makes sense, because it is not spawning more, so they have to go faster. Right? So I need to modify then. If I did like 5 times. Yeah, okay. Okay. So we need to change the distance as well. That explains a few things. So Niagara effect scale times 350. And this is going to be distance. So now, on the trash mob, I'm going to say 1x. Let's see it. Let me just make sure I can actually get hit by this. Yes. Yes, I can. Not very much, though. Now a little bit more. It's okay. It's okay. So that's 1. If I now did 3... that's more of right, what we were working with before. If I did 10... he's not going further. Why is he not going further? Did I mistype it? Oh, there's no underscore. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, cup. So it's a lot faster, but that wasn't very far. Excuse me? What is... Again, if I did size 10 and then distance 10x. Oh wait, this is not... Is it not distance? Oh, I also need to update block distance. Or is it... I need both distance and block distance. That's what it is. Hey, Crafted Terrains, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Your traffic system is pretty cool. You saw a few updates on YouTube Shorts. Nice. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I've been just today I was changing the main mechanic of it. So I mean, I can give a little preview of it, or preview explanation of it. Just yeah, that we don't need that anymore. So before, what I was doing in the little shorts you saw is I had a spline, right? And I had a car. And in front of the car was a box collision that would check, hey, are you starting like a new spline or whatnot? But one thing I ran into was, if you have this, and there happens to be another car, let's say here, going along there, you're all of a sudden detecting the other car in another lane. So I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. So this system won't work. So I actually changed, just today, I changed it to use sphere traces. So it checks on the path you're on or in front of the car ahead. So wherever the car is, it just says, hey, check whatever distance ahead. And when it gets to the end, then it just checks like way ahead or however far ahead you want for like the next thing, just to see like intersections and stuff. But now it no longer interferes with other cars' lanes. That could be helpful though. What I was trying to set up was it's slowing down when there's a car in front. And that's where I ran into this problem. Is I wanted to know if there's a car in front and this car needs to slow down or stop if the car's in front of it stop or whatever, right? But if it's reading this car, well then it shouldn't be slowing down. So, yeah. It's still a lot to figure out. This Sunday is when I'll release the first part of that sub-series, whatever you want to call it. It'll just be the basic setup of the car and the basic setup of the splines, having go from one spline to another and follow the spline. Because going like intersections will have its own video then, and like other components will have its own videos, because putting it all together in one is too much, and it gives me also a little bit of time to figure out like, oh, this system's not going to work, let me change some stuff so it accommodates. So, but that's gonna be the plan. I think we're good. The main thing is I know I can spawn it with BCG. I can spawn the splines with BCG, which is great. Let me rephrase that. I can spawn the splines where the PCG splines are. Because that has to be... Phrase it correctly, because PCG isn't spawning those splines. An actor in the world is, but you can remove them or spawn them in. Prepare for a flamethrower. Oh, yep. Yep, that's a flamethrower. Yeah, that's a flamethrower. Oh god, that's a big flamethrower. Using BCG to create a dynamic vertical terrain system. What do you mean by vertical terrain system? Because you didn't say landscape, and you can't do vertical landscape. I mean, you can just have hills, but that's already a normal landscape system. I'm curious. Okay, so that's 10. Let's go back to 1 now. So this is 1. 1 is okay. 2. Okay, this is 2. That's actually a lot bigger than I thought. 3. I might half the distance. Yeah, I think I might half the distance. So I might do all of this and then times 0.5. That seems like a better distance. So let's go back. So that was 3. Let's go back to 1. Okay, 1 is now a little bit... 2? I like the original distance. think of it as a tunnel, and as the player moves down this tunnel, the PCG will spawn more random dynamic terrain. Then you shift to world center back to the player location as a certain threshold and rinse and repeat. Because you can't really have a vertical landscape. You decide PCG is the best approach for this. Why do you shift the world center back to the player location? What do you mean you shift the world center to the player location? What do you mean you move the player to the world origin? And everything that's there? Because what do you mean by world center? You can't move the world. And you're using PCG to spawn it. So you can't really move it after spawning, because that would mean the player would see it move. Yeah, I'd love to an explanation. Due to physics. But that doesn't... It'll crush your GPU. But I'm not understanding what I mean by world center back to the player location. That's the part I'm confused on. What do you mean by that? 350 is 1.5. I just realized. So 350 divided by 1.5 is 233. So it actually should be 233 is more of the right proportion. So right now we're 2. 2 is good. Let's try 1. Oh, you know what maybe I should do? Don't change the size, just change the distance. Maybe that's my problem with what I'm not happy about here. Don't change size, just change distance. You have to boot up the project. So the exact node you're using? No, I'm just trying to understand what does it mean to move a world center. To me, the world center is origin. Just 0, 0, 0. It's not a thing that can move. So I'm not understanding what you mean by moving a an object to a location of a player. So like, just you don't need to load anything up. Just, yeah. That's where my confusion is. So this is 3. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, but I was using no, we still want to do this. But I'm just gonna put 3 in the size here because it's a hard-coded thing. Because we're just happier with 3. Yeah, so that's the big fire, and that's a 3 here. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. So now this is 1, which visually now is more of what I would want from these guys. And then 2, we can go for 2 or 1.5. Let's see how this one is. I feel like this should be the champion, and 1.5. So, if I make you elite. So, this will be your fire. Ooh. think that was bigger. Hold on, are you scaling it off of the actor? Oh, no. It's because we're using the elite one now. 1.5. There we go. That was 3. So this is now 1.5. Okay. And if I said this is a champion, go. What if we went all the way to 2.5? Does that be too much? I think 2.5 for the champion here is pretty good. Okay, let's do that. So we'll do 1.5. Let's go ahead and take the elite, duplicate it. We'll call this champion. And on you here, state tree, not state tree. Champion. Set world origin location. Okay, so it's not. So it is a non-object set. 5 set. Origin. What the hell? You can change the world origin location to manage large-scale maps and prevent floating point precision errors by using world composition or by invoking set world origin in Blueprint C++. Shifts all actors in the scene relative to the new 000 point. Commonly used for open world games or infinite runners. In large partition world, U5 automatically handles world origin shifting. Well, hold on. So you're then not using a partitioned world. Because it says in large partitioned worlds, U5 automatically handles world origin shifting. You can manually trigger this in the world settings under world composition, blah, blah, blah. You have no landscape. But I don't think you need a landscape. The world can be partitioned without having a landscape. Can't it? Partition is not tied to landscapes, right? I don't think it is. It wouldn't be PCG partitioning, which is different. But that's interesting to know either way. Yeah, just looking at this. In large partition world, U5 automatically handles world origin shifting. You can manually trigger this in the world settings under world composition by enabling it and defining the shifting threshold. But partitioned worlds, right? And this was world partitioned. Not like, yeah, landscape shouldn't matter here. If you're not using world partitioning though, then yeah, obviously you have to do it your way. But it's cool to know. Yeah, I didn't know about this. I didn't know. Now I do. Question is, how long will this memory last? Let me just see what happens if I do like 5x. Honestly, bigger is better. Bigger looks better. And then if I change you to be a trash mob, I think even then, bigger is better, right? Yeah, just visually it looks better. You know, it doesn't go as far. Oh, trash, hold on. Trash is still 1.5. Let's go 1 here. Yeah, it's a little fireball. Okay. Elite. One thing I'm noticing though is they all do the same damage. Damage per second. We definitely need to increase the damage. I am doing 10, 18, 28, which means elite is 80% more. Shouldn't they do more damage automatically though? Wait. That should be part of the automatic calculations. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. It's different for these, isn't it? Because here, call cone attack hit. Set timer by event. Yeah, calculate damage per second times 0.1. We're not doing damage calculations here. So I need to do... Yeah, I forgot to do the damage calculations. I should do the damage here myself. Yeah, I'll just do the damage here myself. This is fine, it's fine. So... damage per second times 1.8. So, well, I guess. Yeah, 27. And the champion here is going to be 2.5 fucking stuff. And then damage here is 2.8. So let's see how this checks out. Okay. Trash. .15s, right, being printed. Why does this keep scrolling? Elite. .27's being... Oh, geez. My health. My health hurt. Maybe we make that as the champion. Because if I make him the champion right now, dear God. Wanna shoot me? you. Why are you missing me so much? I don't like that. Oh yeah, there we go. But if I come closer, oh, I'm actually safe right next to him. Huh. You know what? I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Because that's good for melee. If you're melee, you can just stay in melee range. What if we do reduce the offset, though? I think it's still gonna hit, right? Now I'm getting hit even pretty much right next to him. Okay, let's see. Visually, it's not as good. I mean, no, I can still stay there, and then visually, it's right a lot worse. Okay. I mean, I think it's fine, right? It says coping. This is the elite. And this is the trash. So basically, if I'm in a sweet spot, then I take a good amount of damage. Do I stop? Do I make it so there's a trace in front of him as well going on? Because I can make it so there's a trace, like not a big one, but like whenever he's breathing fire, right? Just a trace right here. So right here, basically. So it's also going to damage him. I think that's not a bad idea, honestly. Because as cool as it is, visually, I should be getting hit. I think that's the thing that's winning me over. Is mechanically, I think it's cool. But visually, it looks like I should be getting hit, which makes me feel like it's more of a bug than an intentional design choice. So, let's do that. So if it is doing the particle-based tracing, it is also going to do another trace. Da, 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 da. I think it should be fine. Get actor location. Oops. Get actor location. Get actor forward vector. I really, honestly, should have made this a function library considering how much I use this stuff. Right, just the location and forward vector, and then outputs start and end with the value. But I'm only now realizing that it probably should have always been an automatic thing. Oh well. No, actually I should do the same. Just put a sphere in front. And then this is fine. Instead of draw debug type, I'm just going to say for duration here. Just so I can see it. Yeah, so we're doing the hit actors here. Okay, cool. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, so a couple of things. Let's turn off the radius here. Let's do smaller. And also, let's do a view. So now it's a little bit more, I think, accurate. For what I would expect, which is if you're standing right up against the damn flamethrower, then you're gonna be burning. If you're a little, I just find the sweet spot to make sure that it doesn't. There's no real, like, if you could find a sweet spot in that, you know what? Have it. If you find a spot there that's like, oh yeah, if you stand right there, take no damage, and you know what? Considering everything else going around you, have it. Have it, don't care. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. So now, let's take a look at the champion again. I might need to do a bigger radius for the champion. Yeah, so that does depend on the distance to the actor. So this is Get actor scale 3D. Doesn't really matter. Well, I guess X is the one that's important here. Times 150. I might need to also scale. Ooh. The radius. Ooh, even still, there is a spot there on this guy where I can stand. So, yeah, right here. I would need to be considerably further. Okay, let's think about this then. So for let's go back to trash mob. Let me just see how it is for the other ones. So trash is fine. Trash is literally in front of him, okay? Elite is not quite in front of him. So this scale is not quite right. It's almost like it needs to be subtract 1, multiply by 300, and re-add 150. So this should make it so the trash is still in the same spot. I mean, I can honestly move trash forward too, but I don't have the problem with trash. Then let's try elite. Okay, champion. Maybe I just do 300, honestly. I just put it right in front. That is better. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do just times 300 here. Radius 100. Let's see. Are we gonna be okay now? I think I made it too far out. No. Yeah, I made it too far out. Okay, so I need to do from the start needs to be the actor location. So we can take care of all of that. Right. Okay, so now we're a little more accurate. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead anywhere there. Okay. I like that better. Let's go elite. pretty much gonna burn if I'm within that area. I might reduce it a little bit, the radius, but let me just check trash. Especially the trash, I feel like the radius is probably too big. But it should scale based on his scale. Yeah, let's do slightly smaller radius. I like this more though. I like this more. Go. Come on. Shoot me. The one small problem is when he rotates. Let me see how it is. You know what? Because it's so close to him, I think it's okay. And I'll make this just a little bit smaller. Don't want to go quite as far. So it should, yeah, I feel like that's fine. Obviously, where the bend is happening, it doesn't have this problem. So let's go last one champion. And I think, yeah, that should fix the problem of being able to just walk up to the flamethrower and be okay. Sweet. This can go here. And we're good. Yeah. Okay, that's I think that's a big improvement. So we now have the champion stuff. I'm actually gonna make the fire bigger on the champion. So we're gonna go back to 2 here on the champion and scale the fire a little bit bigger here as well. So the champion just has bigger fire everywhere. More damage, bigger fire. Now the ground fire is going to be the same damage, but yeah, that did quite a lot of damage. Why don't I take damage there? I should have been like right in the heat zone. Well, why am I not taking any damage right there? Okay, well, there's still some stuff to figure out. It's better. It's better. It's not perfect. Okay? We'll get there. Tomorrow. Hopefully. So we'll do a few more tweaks on the flamethrower. And then we'll start moving through all the other enemies. It's finally time to set up all the abilities for all the more custom per enemy stuff. So it should be fun. But with that, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you had fun. Less painful than yesterday, that's for sure, at least on my side. Because my brain could function. Not fully, but could function. Yay! So that's good. And we got through all the bug fixes. Theoretically. Until we find out that no, we didn't. For now, we'll say it's fine. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. And I will see you all tomorrow for some more game dev. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye!